Hello, it's Petra. Welcome or welcome back. Today I'm hoping this will be a short and informative video because I want to show you something that's brand new to me. I wasn't even aware it was available in the market. It's a Moterm vegetable tan leather cover for the Moleskine pocket planners or pocket notebooks. I discovered it pretty much on a whim while browsing what they have to offer now because I wasn't checking for a longer period of time. And I was surprised to see this one in vegetable tan leather. I chose the midnight color, it's the black, and if you are familiar with their covers, this is pretty much what you can expect. They offer a wide variety of pockets. There's pockets here, pockets everywhere, and of course the full-length pocket in the back, so this can function as a wallet. Actually, it's pretty compact compared to a passport size traveler's notebook. Bit taller, bit wider, of course. Moterm has generous fits. It always accommodates a thick, chunky notebook, so this is what I'm expecting from this one also. Let's try some setups together so you can get a feeling of what this cover can handle and maybe see if it's a good fit for you. So first things first, this is a Moterm pocket planner. It's the weekly horizontal, and this one is on the thin side. Those are just the weekly pages for 1 year. This is a Moleskine pocket notebook, lined, regular thickness, and here you can see the comparison. With just the notebook, this is a fun feature. You slide it in here. It's not a closed pocket, so you can grab your elastic, and if you want it, you can use it to secure your notebook. If you don't, you can tuck it in the back. So this cover with just the notebook, there's so much room to breathe. You can stuff your pockets, you can tuck in extra papers, maybe a notebook here, like I have a very thin one, receipts, money. You can even improvise a wallet insert of some kind and have this as your everyday carry. If you prefer a slimmer profile, this is what you got. Of course, with the weekly notebook, it's even slimmer. But if you want to take two, you can easily take two, and it's on the second popper. It's not even stuffed to the brim, so this is pretty generous when it comes to fit. And I'm sure that this is just tucked in, but I'm sure you can improvise stuff like tucking in this cover here and having it like that. And of course you can always get adventurous and drill holes here to go into the pocket and put an elastic, and the elastic can hold your second notebook, so that's for the adventurous types. And of course, what I believe a lot of people will be interested in, does it comfortably fit the daily, the Pocket Moleskine Daily? I have a hardcover one. I don't have the soft cover one, so I can't show you. The hardcover one is not a lot bigger, just a smidgen here, but the covers are hard, and I believe this will impact the feel of the entire setup, but let's give it a go. Okay, so this fits okay. This actually looks like a perfect fit. Looks pretty good. Also looks pretty good. Let's try to close it. Okay, it's able to close on the second popper. Trust me, This is not stuffed. Regarding pockets, I did not overstuff my pockets with things, so I can show you this. But if you're gonna put in receipts, papers, miscellaneous stuff around, floating around your cover, you have the second popper, and it will give you some breathing room. And from what I can see, no issue whatsoever. I do, however, feel the stiffness of the hardcover. If I were to decide to use a pocket Moleskine daily, I would go with a soft cover if I have a leather cover on. If I don't, if I just want to chunk it in the bag, I will go with a hard cover. But that's just me. That's the way my brain thinks it works better. So that's just me. Because you do feel the hardness, the stiffness, and no flexibility of the hardcover Moleskine. Okay, so these are the notebooks that this cover is designed for, and this is what it's expected to work, of course. I've been looking at the size, and it does even look, it is smaller than an A6, but it's pretty close. So this is a Hobonichi, and if you really want to, you can tuck in a Hobonichi inside, but it's not flush with the cover. It sticks out a bit, and of course when it gets chunky, it's not gonna fit. If you want to put it inside this thing, the holder of the back cover, you can't. The A6 is just a little bit too tall. So it would work, but keep in mind it's not flush. But this is just so you can get a feel of the size. If you have an A6 notebook, this is exactly the size of the cover you have. Okay, hope this is helpful. Regarding passport size, the passport cover is of course smaller than this pocket cover, but let's just, I have this insert here. It's a really chunky insert. It's a catalog of my hand carved rubber stamps. This is where I paste in test prints of every hand carved stamp I design and carve, and it's a really chunky insert. It's almost done. As you can see, it's pretty full. This is what I done this weekend. Cats playing around a chair, and it's a fun set. You can combine it all together in different ways. So what I wanted to show you, what a passport size insert would look like in this cover. So it's apparently too small, but if you want to use this as a wallet and have just like a passport size insert tucked in for quick notes on the go, who says you can't? You see, it is smaller, but this chunky monster actually fits. So you can improvise some kind of a wallet insert and have just a passport size small cover, pocket, excuse me, small passport insert tucked into this pocket cover. And also if you have like a thin passport size insert that's not inflated like this, you can always tuck it in here. Like I have this tiny little notebook. This is smaller than a pocket size, and it's really tiny. The other thing I wanted to mention, I have this idea in my head. I'm not sure if it's gonna work. I'm gonna try to update you, but I have ordered pocket size rings, a little cover, I think, I'm not sure. They advertise it as a photo album. It's a plastic cover that has pocket size rings inside, and you have to buy all these inserts for it to be a photo album. I just got the rings with the plastic covers on both sides. So imagine this is a piece of plastic, this is a piece of plastic, and there are pocket-sized rings here, a rings mechanism. And what I plan to do is tuck in the plastic here and tuck in the other piece of plastic here and have myself a makeshift pocket rings planner. We'll see. I'm not sure if it's gonna work. I don't have the exact dimensions of the plastic thing. I might have to cut away a bit, but the ring mechanism is ring sized, so that should be okay. I don't have to drill any holes. I don't have to assemble any ring mechanism and do anything to this cover. I can easily put them in and out like this. And what I'm curious to find out is if I do that, if I put the rings here and a couple of papers that I want to keep in ring bound form, will there be enough room for me to tuck in under those rings, under the mechanism or above, whatever, this weekly planner? Because this is quite thin, this is a soft cover, it's flexible. That could be actually a pretty good combo to have a weekly planner with the rings that hold some papers and references and stuff. I like a commonplace notebook, commonplace papers. It's not a notebook, it's not book bound, because currently I'm using the weeks and I love my weeks. They work perfectly. So I'm pretty accustomed to the weekly horizontal. I work on my days here, and I most usually use the right side for my to-dos, my incoming, outgoing mail, certain notes and lists, everything that I want to get out of my head. I put it on the right side. And on the days I write appointments, or I memory keep, micro journal, whatever. So if I have a dentist appointment, it's on the day, and if I need to do a bunch of tasks or chores at home or work tasks, I put them on a list on the right side. So the Moleskine can work out the same way. It is smaller, but last year I used the Nolte, and the Nolte is even smaller, and it worked great. So if we compare, you have more room than the Nolte, and of course more room on the right side. So this is something that's manageable. Of course, the Nolte paper is superior to Moleskine paper. It's absolutely wonderful. The paper in the Nolte Gold, amazing for fountain pen, for stamping, for everything. It just feels great. The Moleskine has its limitations, but it's a really decent planner, and for testing purposes I got this one for €6 because it's this year. It's almost expired. But of course we have 4 more months to go and this will be used, but again they have them heavily discounted because they're preparing, I think they're already launched 2025, so that's good to know. So unfortunately right now I cannot show you the exact setup with the rings and this that I had in mind, because I'm still waiting on that rings mechanism to be delivered. But I will do my best to update you as soon as possible. Of course, feel free to check out my Instagram. I'm fairly active there, and I'm sure I will first share there because it's just quicker and more convenient, and You can check out all the details and find out more about me and what I'm into at the link. I pasted it down below. Is there anything else I wanted to show you? Oh yes, I wanted to see regarding the pens. The Moterm covers have an elasticated pen loop, which is nice. It gives more breathing room to larger pens. And just for demonstration purposes, I'll put in the daily, because I somehow have a feeling that a lot of people will want to use a daily in this cover. I think that's what it has been designed for. Let's check out some pens. This is a pretty slim fountain pen, slim profile, and this one goes in pretty smoothly, and I think it's a nice fit. I mean, the brass and the black, it's one of my favorite combinations, so that's a no-brainer. I would use something like this. This is a Twisby diamond, and this one is a thicker one, and we're gonna, oh, this will not be easy. Okay, it goes in up until the cap. The cap is just too wide. So for this one, if you insist on having a thicker pen with you, I would just put the, but this one has a stiff clip. Okay, I would just clip it like this. And okay, even on the second popper. And the little thingy here, the closure, keeps the pen also safe and it doesn't dangle around. So that's doable. And the Xoxo Sport, again, I mean, I can force it. I will not be doing this again, but just for demonstration purposes. You have to wiggle the clip and ugh. Okay, it's in, it's possible, but come on. You're not gonna be willing to do this every time. Again, I suggest clipping it in. And for the kind of multicolored pen, multifunctional pens, I think this should be possible. Yes, it is. It's actually a pretty good fit, and it was easy to tuck it in. And again, on the second popper, you can definitely do that. This has it just seems like this was made for the daily, and the combo of a multi-pen and stuffed pockets. This is just all taken into consideration apparently when they designed this cover. Okay, people, I think that's it. That's it for now. I will do my best to keep you posted on the rings. Wild combo vision I have in my mind. We'll see how all of that works out. I hope this was useful. If you didn't know about it, or if you were curious, here you got it. If there's any questions, leave them down below in the comments. I'll be happy to answer. And thank you so much for stopping by. Bye.